What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Texans Week 16 preview as my 9-5 Cleveland Browns hit the road and they head to Houston, Texas to face off against the Houston Texans, who come into this game at an impressive 8-6 record. And of course, they're engaged in a three-way tie for the AFC South division lead with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. So you already know this game means as much to them as it does to us. Browns, of course, 9-5, sitting in second place in the AFC North. Do I really think we have a chance at the division lead? I mean, you never know, but with the way the Ravens are playing, I don't think we're going to have a chance at the division lead. But right now, as it stands, we are the number one wild card team. And believe it or not, if the playoffs started today, the Browns would be heading to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars again. So we'll see how things look once the season's over. But yeah, we got 3 more games left already. My God. And of course, for the Browns, they have a short week after this game. They'll be back at home next week on Thursday to face the Jets. And it sounds like Aaron Rodgers will not be coming back. So that makes me feel a little bit better about that one. But yeah, this should be an interesting game. Of course, the Browns winning 2 in a row, beating Jacksonville and Chicago at home. They did what they needed to do. And then you look at the Texans, and they've done that little win, lose, win, lose, win, lose thing as they beat the Cardinals, then turned around and lost to the Jags. Then they beat the Broncos. All 3 of those games were within 1 score. Then they go to MetLife, and they get blasted by the Jets. And that, of course, was the game where CJ Stroud got a concussion. And then with Case Keenum at quarterback, they go into Tennessee facing essentially their twin brother, wearing their old uniforms, mind you. Yeah, the Titans were dressed as the Oilers, and the Texans went out there and beat essentially their old selves. Pretty much. Yeah, the Titans used to be the Oilers. That's gotta feel good for Texans fans. I know that for a fact, right? But yeah, this should be a banger. Now, of course, the Browns have a laundry list of injuries. They lost Joel Bitonio to a back injury, although I think it's more or less just his back acting up. He hurt his back in warm-ups last week. He tried to play through it, but just couldn't happen. So hopefully he'll be good to go. And I just hope that we have no injuries this week because, of course, we have a short week. And we really can't afford any more injuries because we're already working with essentially practice squad level players. Right? I'm actually shocked Andrew Berry has not started, bringing up guys off the street. Right? Signing free agents for depth. It's actually crazy how he hasn't done that yet. But we'll see. By the way, I heard Justin Houston got cut. So maybe we go after him. I mean, we need pass rushers. We're probably going to lose Obo Okoronkwo for the year. So, yeah, why not? Of course, he has to go through waivers. So we'll see if he makes it to us. But I'm sure if he does, I'm sure AB will put in a claim. But we'll see what happens there. So with that being said, before I get into the actual preview portion, of course, I got some things to talk about, right? As we're going to start it off with some Flacco propaganda. We all love it, right? Fourth quarter stats from last week against the Bears. 11 of 13, 212 passing yards, 1 touchdown. And that was coming off the first 3 quarters where he kind of stunk. But then, of course, he went out and totally redeemed himself in that 4th quarter. That was vintage Joe Flacco. My dude absolutely cooked. I mean, it was beautiful. It really was, right? Another comeback, too. Now, we got some tweets to go over. The first one coming from PFF, Cleveland Browns on Twitter, says, and I quote, Ronnie Hickman Jr. Yeah, Rocket Ronnie, former Buckeye. You love to see it. Highest graded rookie in the NFL for week 15. With the entire rookie class? That's impressive. And yet, we all thought he kind of stunk at Ohio State. That tells you all you need to know about Kerry Combs, right? I don't know why they brought that dude back to be the DC before they got rid of him and brought in Knowles. Don't know. But yeah, good to see Rocket Ronnie go out there and do his thing. Underrated, without a doubt. Very good player. I always thought he was a good player at Ohio State and stuff too. All right, moving on. Next, we got Jake Trotter. Tweeted this, and I quote, the Browns now have 5 wins off a game-winning score in the final 2 minutes of regulation. That is a franchise record. And he got it from at ESPN Stats Info. He had 5 crunch time wins for the Browns. And most of them, if not all of them, have come off the foot of Dustin Hopkins. Man, what a trade that was. Oh my God. My goodness, man. What a trade. People hated on the trade when it first happened. Bro, Dustin Hopkins has been a savior for us. Like, would we have won any of those games with Cade York? I don't know. Can't really say that. But yeah, 5 wins off a game-winning score in the final 2 minutes. Freaking crazy. Next, we got Aditi Kikabwala. She tweeted this, and I quote, the Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski and offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt have guided 4 different QBs to game-winning drives this season. According to our at NFL on CBS research, the Browns are the first team to have 4 QBs lead game-winning drives since at least 1950. And I'm pretty sure every single quarterback that we've had play a game has led a game-winning drive. Yeah, that's freaking nuts. Deshaun's done it. We already know about that, right? The Baltimore game. Yep, that happened. DTR, Pittsburgh, of course. PJ Walker, I'm pretty sure it was that Indy game. And then Joe Flacco. So, yeah. Pretty impressive, right? Very impressive stuff indeed. And then we got something from Jordan Zerm. Now, this is actually crazy. And I quote, Joe Flacco has thrown for 939 yards in 3 games as a Brown. In comparison, Deshaun Watson threw for 1,115 yards in 6 games. Mention Joe has thrown more touchdowns than Kenny Pickett, too. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Take a little dig at the Steeler fans, right? Just to piss them off. As if they're not already pissed off. By the way, Steelers fans, how's the basement? I'm sure the bungalows kept it nice and warm for you. Right? Oh, this feels so good. And then, guys, how about this? I can't believe I'm doing this. But we got Browns playoff clinching scenarios. Now, I'm not going to go through them all because it would take forever. But, yeah, believe it or not, if the Browns win and they need a little bit of help, we could be going to the playoffs after this week. Now, of course, we all know the Browns never get help, but if there was a time to get some help, this is the week. I'm looking at you. All the other teams we need to win because there's so many. But in essence, we just need a bungle loss, Denver loss or tie, Buffalo loss, Miami win or tie, and an Indy loss or tie. Seems easy enough. Can't believe I'm going to be rooting for Mason freaking Rudolph, but yet here we are. So let's just hope that happens and we can clinch, and then we can just celebrate and not be too nervous about the next couple games, right? But we'll see what happens. So with that being said, let's get into the preview portion of the video. Now, before I do, be sure as always to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Oh man, this is going to be a fun game. So let's get into the series history between these two teams. Houston leads the series overall 7-6, but the Browns have won 3 in a row. Of course, the Browns won last year's matchup in Houston. Deshaun Watson went out there, looked kind of stinky, but that was right when he first came back, and the defense stood tall. Got a couple turnovers. That was awesome. Need that again this week. And then Houston, I believe their last win came in 2018, I want to say. If I remember correctly, it was like 2018. I think it was Baker's first or second season with us. I think it was 2018 or 19. I know I put 2018, but it was one of those. In fact, let me actually fact check myself live in video. Let me just fact check myself real quick. I know I put 2018, but I could have sworn. Just want to make sure. Yeah, 2018. We lost 29-13. All right. Figured it was right around there. That's right. Okay. So, yeah. They last beat us 2018. Browns have won 3 in a row. Let's make it 4 in a row this week. All right. Now, let's get into my 3 keys to victory. Yeah. Key number 1. Please show up, defense. We've forgotten our defense the last 2 road games out west. Let's make sure we pack the defense this week, okay? Check your luggage and make sure the defense is coming along, because, oh my God, bro. We got cooked by Russell Wilson and Matthew Stafford. If CJ Stroud plays this week, we could easily get cooked by him too. Now, if CJ doesn't play, it's probably going to be Case Keenum. And I do not want to see us get cooked by Case Keenum. I really don't. But yeah, I need the defense to show up this week. Big time. Key number 2. This is another big one. No turnovers, please. Can we go a game without turning the damn ball over? My God, every game we turn the ball over. Can we please take care of the ball this week? I beg of you. My God. It's so agitating. And then number 3. Simple. Get the W. Right? Get the W and then worry about everything else afterwards. Simple as that, right? Get that dub. Get the 10 wins. You win this game, you're practically a lock for the playoffs. That's all you got to do. Now, my player to watch this week, Myles Garrett. He's been kind of quiet in terms of getting sacks. Although, I will say against the Bears, my dude was getting held like crazy, and the refs just lost the flag. They did not throw a single flag on a hold involving Myles Garrett. I think they threw like 1 or 2 flags on the Bears for holding. And one of them was, I believe it was Dalvin, literally getting yanked like this right in front of the ref. Like the ref had no choice but to throw the flag there. Like, I literally saw Myles get horse collared and the ref didn't call it. Like, what are we doing, refs? I know Myles low-key criticized your action. He criticized you, but come on, man. Usually that would motivate you to be better. But no, they're out here being worse. Like, what is this crap, bruh? Damn. Oh, yeah, man. I think Myles Garrett's going to have a big game this week. I just feel it in my bones. But yeah, Myles Garrett is definitely my player to watch this week. And then as far as my prediction goes, you already know what I got. I got the Browns going on the road and getting that W, getting their 10th win of the season, and they're going to win it on the leg of Dustin Hopkins once again. So there you go. Is this going to be our 6th, clutch game-winning drive in the final 2 minutes? We'll see. But I do got the Browns winning this game 24-21. And yeah, they win this game. They're essentially a lock for the playoffs. So let's get the job done. But that's really all I got for you guys. And as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell. and also become a member for exclusive perks and other stuff like cool emotes. And eventually I'm going to start doing members only content when I get enough members. So you want to see that, become a member, and the content will start coming. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. Let's get this dub on Sunday. And then we got a short week. So let's just get this dub, man. Let's go. Go Browns. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.